Hi students, I'm Miss Carter, Crocodile Hunter, and today I'll be teaching you all how to classify plants and animals. All living things have distinguishing characteristics that play a vital role in the organism's ability to survive and thrive in its environment. By the end of this video, we'll be able to classify organisms using physical characteristics, body structures, and behaviors, and identify important traits of organisms that allow them to survive in their environment. But there are so many different living things. How can we divide them up into specific categories? Well, kids, I'm glad you asked. Plants can be divided into two main categories. One is non-vascular, which includes algae and moss, and the other includes vascular, which is ferns, conifers, and flowering plants. Animals, on the other hand, can be divided into two main categories, which are vertebrates and invertebrates. The difference between vertebrates and invertebrates is that vertebrates have spines or backbones, whereas invertebrates do not. How do we distinguish between different invertebrates and different vertebrates? There are many different invertebrates here on Earth. We've got arthropods, we've got coelenterids, we've got echinoderms, we've got sponges, worms, and mollusks. You're probably more familiar with vertebrates, which are mammals, reptiles, birds, amphibians, and fish. Now, mammals birth offspring, produce milk, have hair, are warm-blooded, and have lungs. Reptiles, on the other hand, lay leathery eggs or birth offspring, have lungs, have scales, and claws on toes. Birds lay eggs, have feathers, beaks, two legs with two wings, are warm-blooded, and have lungs. Now, amphibians are the weird ones. They lay eggs without shells, breathe with lungs, gills, or their skin. They do not have claws on their toes, and they're cold-blooded. And then, of course, there's fish, which lay eggs without shells, breathe with their gills. They usually have scales, they have fins, and they're cold-blooded. How do animals and plants benefit from being so different? Here are some examples of plants that have developed certain survival traits. Some desert plants do not have leaves because it could lose water through them by evaporation. These plants can also have shallow roots to suck up rainwater quickly, or a taproot, which digs so deep that it acts like a well for the plant, finding water deep underground. Another adapted plant is the mangrove. They have adapted to the conditions of salt water by allowing salt that is absorbed by their roots to travel up to their leaves. The salt is then shed by sweating out of the healthy leaves or collecting in dead leaves, which then fall off the branch. Now, here are examples of animals that have developed certain survival traits. Owls have lopsided ears so that they can triangulate where sounds are coming from. When looking at something with one eye, you can see what direction an object is in, but it's difficult to tell how far away it is. But when you look at something with two eyes, you can. It's basically the same concept when one ear is higher or lower than the other ear. It allows an animal to hear in 3D. Now, another adaptation is that prey animals, like goats, have eyes on the sides of their head, which allow them to see almost all the way around. They can spot a predator even if they are behind them.